life right now is pretty freaking great. Life's great. Just chilling. Got my fire ass fit on today. Got the gore. Chilling, just ate. Just went to the mall not too long ago. Dropped $600 on a freaking Louis Vuitton wallet. I'm not a flexer, and I don't ever flex, but this was actually a fun experience. Going into the Louis Vuitton store, it's fucking weird, dude. Like, life at this point in time for me, it's just fucking weird. Like, I'm proud of myself because everything I'm doing right now is like on my own. Starting from complete scratch, just being fucking dead broke to, you know, being able to just go to the mall, fucking drop like $800, which is like nothing. But and for me, like, you know, like being at this level is the first time I just can go out on my own, just do whatever the fuck, man. Like, this is how I want to live my life forever. Just do whatever the fuck when I want, however I want, and have nobody tell me shit. I'm out here fucking smoking a cigar, enjoying this beautiful fucking scenery. And I'm just fucking chilling, bro. You know? Some days you just gotta treat yourself, you know what I mean? And, you know, there's quite a few different things that I'm thinking about at this point in time, and knowing that it's weird when you go out into like regular public. I've been putting my head down for so long and just like grinding away at the you know, grindstone and just putting in the work, and on average for most people, like, I'm at that point where I am making profit like 30 grand a month, 40 grand a month. My company's making like 50. And I'm pretty close to hitting like a 7-figure run rate. And I'm proud of myself. I think I can, you know, be able to be a little bit more flagrant with not spending, but like my appreciation for my own accomplishments, you know. And knowing that I have, you know, a good amount of money saved, I'm very blessed to be in a position that I am, because I know that sometime soon the next move here is for me to personally, you know, purchase a home. And with how much I'm making, I'm like, you know what, that's a pretty good amount, you know. Liquid, like my net worth right now, you've gotten up to like 120 grand. You know, it's not too bad. I definitely understand I could be way further if I just played my cards right and I, you know, was hustling. But it is what it is. I am where I am right now at this point in time, and, you know, I appreciate it. I think I'm right on pace for where I want to be. I remember writing to myself, I want to be at 10 million liquid by the time I'm 25. You know, I'm almost 23 by the end of this year, and honestly believe if I keep up the pace and the momentum for where I've been, and, you know, keep a thankful head, be appreciative of all the things that God's given to me, and, you know, I believe that I'll continue to keep blessing people in my life and be able to live the lifestyle that I want to live. And, you know, this is the reason why I work hard, is because of times like this and just being able to enjoy. So, another thing for the boys, right? Like, if you check my fit right now, I'm fucking clean, bro. Shit's fire. You know, it's super basic, not a lot of big name brands, but you look at me, it looks classy, it looks nice, right? What I would recommend is, if after like looking at, you know, different styles and whatnot, like, the best thing that you could get, in my personal opinion, is you need to get all your neutrals as a young man. Like, you need to get all your neutrals squared away. You need your blacks, you need your you know, tans, your navies, and your whites, right? Different shades. Those 4 different shades, you can never go wrong with any of those combinations. Like, every single four of those, colors go with one another. So as long as you have a shirt, pants, in those combinations of different styles, right? The styles can be different, but if you have them in the same colors, you realistically have so many different combinations of clothes that you can ever wear. That dawned on to me when I was, shopping today, and my wardrobe, trying to re-innovate it, because I don't want to just have what I've had so far is like the old flannels I used to wear and everything like that, old hoodies. But to really think about it, you need to be an individual that can consistently self-reflect. And this is why I make these videos. This is why I consistently always go back and think about where I am in my life, who I'm becoming, and if I'm proud of them or not. You know what I mean? At this point in time, it's going back to the drawing board, because today, in today's society, being able to do this is far and in between. Going from working at a grocery store where I was making maybe, if I was working full-time hours, 40 hours a week, I would make $1,100, something like that, every single 2 weeks. And I just fucking spent that today in a few hours. And the whole concept is, you need to be able to develop a skill set and become a valuable member and asset to society, and be able to provide the market some sort of value so that you can make money and actually live a free life. It's crazy, because money is just a societal construct that people have engraved into our mind, that money is worth anything. Money is a fucking made up social construct. So if you think about it, it doesn't have any weight to it. However, people put so much gravity to money itself. They treat it like it's everything. So I was doing more research on this recently, and it's actually very interesting, because a lot of people, I didn't know this at first, but there's a thing called the Fed. And the Fed, I thought, was a government owned agency, but that's not the case. The Fed is actually a privately owned company that is in charge of producing the world's money. And so it's privately owned. It's not even owned by the government. So the point is, the Fed just prints that shit. They literally just print it. And they make it to the point where your job is what keeps you in their grasp, because they control whatever amount it is that they put out into the economy. And so that whole idea right there should tell you a lot about society itself, where people put too much value on money itself. And that whole idea is for moments like this, where you can look back and just be like, dang, money is fake. So a job is just modern day slavery. So in order to, you have the decision and the choice to break free, you don't have to necessarily live a flagrant lifestyle. You don't have to make millions and millions of dollars. You really don't. But in order to live as a man in today's society, you need to have financial freedom. You need to have location freedom. You need to have time freedom. Freedom is the bottom line at the end of the day. And it's so funny because, you know, America's motto is land of the free. And that's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. It is all controlled by money. Money literally runs the fucking world from the bottom up. And them keeping you in a 9 to 5 where you're just making enough to pay your bills, to pay for your car loan, to pay for your mortgage, and just keep you there so that they can keep taking taxes away from you. The middleman's the one that's getting fucked. Like, if you guys look at what tax structures even look like, the rich don't get taxed. There's fucking loopholes to the game. Like, this is a game that society has literally brought upon us, and taxes are fucking made up too. Taxes are, again, for the Fed to take back money back from the people. Like, yeah, that's an alarming thing, you know. Becoming aware of this, like, you literally just can't live the life that they designed for you to live. Like, that, like, the way society is structured is so crazy because they have literally constructed a game for people to play and to mindlessly exist in. For them to, they're the ones that are in control of everything, to the things people watch, to the content that people consume, to what people believe, to what people eat, all the way down to the things that people put into their freaking mouths, dude. It's crazy. It's all this propaganda, and like, the only thing that is keeping people free from this is getting wealthy, is understanding how the game is played. It's putting yourself in a position to freaking win. Because, yeah, you might not, as an individual, like, there's not much impact that I could have, but in my lifetime, I fucking refuse to have the notion of somebody controlling my lifestyle, where I go, when I go, how much I make, and who I can spend time with. Like, that's fucking bullshit. So, this is the journey. Like, aside from all the business stuff and aside from everything else that's going on, the whole reason why why I'm even, like, working in business and why I'm, like, making the effort to do so is to not have to, you know, feel like I'm trapped and I'm playing anyone's game. So, here, I'm gonna move over here real quick. Am I? I'm sure you guys can hear that. That's crazy, huh? Bird's going crazy. Okay. I'm just excited for one day to be able to, like, give back this information, because honestly, this is the stuff that I'm genuinely passionate about. Like, aside from the business, I know business content is very, like, niche, but this is why, like, I decided to make this channel, because, like, this stuff matters, man. Like, on a societal standpoint, these are things that people need to know, and I'm glad to be documenting these things as I become aware, as I become aware of them, because not even 2 years ago, I wasn't even aware of any of this stuff. Like, the schooling system programs you to believe exactly what it wants you to believe, which is go get a job, go to college, and work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life, buy a house, and pay taxes for the rest of your fucking life. Stay exactly where you're at, you know? That's what they want. They want you to stay unaware. It's so crazy how they're doing it, because they're helping people believe and willingly be slaves. It's a whole completely different game that they're playing. They're literally playing chess while we're playing checkers. So that's a crazy thing for me to understand too, is that the United States isn't the money. The United States doesn't even print money. The money is held by an elite few of families that are at the top, and the organizations of the most powerful people on the planet, politicians, CEOs, so on and so forth, are the ones at the top making these shots and decisions on how people think and what they believe. So